Hi, my beloved students. Today we have started with the topic lungs from page number 114. All of you are continuing in class 6 and you know it very well that we can't live 1 minute without breathing, isn't it? For continuing our life, we take oxygen from environment and discharge carbon dioxide to surroundings. We also know it very well that the entry point of oxygen and exit point of carbon dioxide is either our nose or open mouth. But nose or open mouth is the outer medium. So, what is the main organ which governs our respiration? অর্থাৎ শ্বাস প্রশ্বাস? These are none other than our lungs. That means আমাদের ফুসফুস, which look like a bag-like structure. Their color is generally pinkish and the lungs are situated within the sternum into our chest. At first, we take oxygen through nose or open mouth. Then it enters into trachea. The trachea then divides into two bronchus, which further branches to form bronchioles. And at the end of each bronchiole, there are some small balloon-like structures, and these are called alveoli. In singular, they are called alveolus. Mainly, bronchioles and alveoli together surrounded by a bag-like structure, and this is called lungs. One lung contains approximately 100 million alveoli, and each alveoli has many blood vessels on its surface. In our body, lungs are two in number. The left lung consists of 2 parts and the right one has 3 parts. Next, page number 115. Here the topic is the function of lungs. You know it before that lungs help us in respiration. That means it helps in carbon dioxide and oxygen transport. On the other hand, respiration is the totality of inhalation and exhalation. When we intake oxygen, the intercostal muscles, which are situated in between our ribs and diaphragm, expand, and the lungs become also swollen. So, oxygen enters into our body for mixing with blood. It is called inhalation. Next, the muscles relax and the lungs become shrunken. So, the carbon dioxide-rich air from blood coming out and expelled outside. It is called exhalation. Now, we concentrate on some problems of lungs. Read carefully page number 115 below to understand various problems of lungs. And all this happen as because of ill structure and malfunction of lungs. Not only lungs, the different parts of lungs. Next, page number 116. And here the topic is the bones. Not only bones, bone joints and muscles. You have already known some bones like vertebra, humerus, radius ulna, femur, etc. in class 5. Can you remember? So here is the continuation of that bones and their names, some joints, etc. At first, we have to know that what is the function of bones. Bones and the skeleton mainly build our body structure. Say for example, in case of a pandal, the bamboo sticks play the same role like bones and skeletons in case of our body. And not only that, they also protect our inner body parts, give our body a specific shape, maintain our body flexibility, etc. That's why these skeleton, bones are so important. But we also know in class 5 that not all living organisms have bones or skeleton. Some of them have bones, are called vertebrates, or in Bengali it is called Merudondi, like we, that means human being, dog, cat, goat, etc. And some of them have no bones and skeletons. These are called invertebrates, অর্থাৎ অমেরুদণ্ডী, like cockroaches, starfish, snail, earthworms, etc. Now try to identify the parts of human skeleton from X-ray plates in page number 117. It's a homework for you. Okay. Next, page number 118. Here is a chart related to bones of human hand. You already have an idea about that in class 5. So complete the chart. It also your homework. I don't help you in this time. Next, page number 119. At first, look at the picture of human skeleton. And if you read this page, then you realize that our skeleton has two main parts. Number one is the axial skeleton, অর্থাৎ অক্ষীয় কঙ্কাল, which is mainly formed by three parts: skull, rib cage means sternum and ribs, and vertebral column, অর্থাৎ মেরুদণ্ড. And number two is appendicular skeleton, অর্থাৎ উপাঙ্গীয় কঙ্কাল, and it is mainly formed by shoulder girdle, or you may also call it pectoral girdle, upper limbs, pelvic girdle, and lower limbs. I will also give you some skeletal related figures which may help you. Now we focus on some bone related problems like fracture, skull damage, brokening up lip bones, etc. Read the lower portion of page number 119 to get a clear idea about that. I shall give you some lungs related figures also as your reference. Okay? So students, that's all for today. Next day, we shall start with page number 120. Till then, take care. Bye.